Breathe in. Breathe out. Nothing else matters except this moment. That's what Corey Mascara teaches his students when he leads a mindfulness meditation class.
Mindfulness it's a particular way of paying attention to your life. One definition we use is it's paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally.
Mascara started meditating to impress his girlfriend. Once he saw the benefits, he continued with it.
I was sleeping better. I was less stressed. I felt like I was appreciating my life a little bit more.
And then he went even deeper.
And after college, I went over to Asia and became a monk for 6 months.
Here, Mascara is in Burma with other monks on the retreat. Meditating for more than 14 hours a day for 6 months gave him a new purpose.
If I could devote my life to understanding this work, I mean, the promise of that would just continue, would be amazing for me. And of course, it went from, I want this for personal benefit, to now I want to give it back to other people.
John Meese is one of them.
And you become a bit of a scientist and notice the kind of the patterns and the repetitive cognitions that you, when I say you, that the human being falls into, and you start to kind of laugh at them after a while, and it's been useful that way.
However, for Meese, who suffers from low energy and self-defeating thoughts, it's not easy.
When you actually force yourself to pay attention to those thoughts, it's work. Like you actually start to strain, and I sweat.
Mascara tells his students to concentrate on the feeling of air flowing in and out of the nose.
And people are like, well, that's boring. How am I going to learn anything by doing that? But it's this process of continually bringing the attention back to this breath, back to this moment.
John Kabat-Zinn founded the Center for Mindfulness at the University of Massachusetts Medical School in 1979. He told Oprah Winfrey that being mindful takes focus.
The place to start, of course, is the fact that we're only alive in this moment. The future hasn't happened yet. The past is memory and is over. But if you start to pay attention to where your mind is, most of the time it's not in the present moment, it's off someplace else.
And you don't have to be sitting down while doing it. Walking meditation is another technique. As the foot rolls from the heel to the ball with each step, the focus is on the feet. Meditation comes from a 26-year-old Buddhist tradition, but it has only become popular in Western society in the last few decades. Today, it is the subject of cover stories and has even been added to kindergarten classrooms.
This is one of the beauties of it, is that having worked now in the medical field for over 35 years, is seeing that even though it's not easy, thousands and tens of thousands of people are willing to roll up their sleeves and actually cultivate it.
And even Western neuroscience is continuing to explore and validate it.
The understanding of the way that mindful meditation actually works in the brain is at a very rudimentary level right now, but from what we do know is that there's certain areas of the brain that are selectively more active during meditation.
For many people, it's medication that treats psychological distress like depression, but not Janine Pergola.
Although medication is not something that I jump to for many of my clients, depending on the severity of their symptoms is going to determine whether or not that's necessary.
She takes an integrative approach.
Mindfulness is really about being in the moment, because again, that is really the essence of who we are, is in that moment. I can't do anything different.
But part of the challenge of meditation is that it takes time for people to see the benefits.
The hardest part about working out is getting to the gym. You know, once you're at the gym, you know, you can find the motivation to get it done. Meditation, for me, is similar.
And when people make it a priority in that way, I guarantee they can find 10 minutes. And if you don't have 10 minutes, you don't have a life.
In Stony Brook, I'm Jacqueline Latanza.